fans have been waiting and waiting, and finally the moment is coming and the opening of the season. Fielded in the end zone. It's Williams. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. So Western Michigan's offense will get the first swing of the game. It's not often we focus on a matchup quite like this, but David, we have a couple of premier tight ends in this game.
And we've seen it recently, right? Ty Warren last year, Brock Bowers the year before. Like, you can build an offense around an elite tight end, and both of these schools do it. The speed, the playmaking ability, the versatility. Palmer, I bet you wish you had a guy like this you could throw to.
You're right, David. I played with a lot of NFL guys at tight end, but none of them were as dynamic as these.
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. It's as if that ball had a magnet going back to the offense. How in the world did they keep it? This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. From the shotgun, the inside give. They'll knock him down after a pickup of 1 to the 18.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push to get some running lanes, get this running game going.
Lost one deep down the right side. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. The Broncos will try to pin them back with the punt. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. That's usually prime return position, but he'll make the fair catch just outside the 40. So Michigan State's offense will take the field for the first time. The age of the game-breaking tight end is here, Jesse, and we have another guy who is threatening to redefine this position.
Yeah, we've seen over the years now the evolution of the tight end position, right? It's not just blocking and catching passes. They're getting involved now in the running game. We're seeing tight ends even throw the football, David. This guy can do it all.
And why is that so difficult? Because as a defender, what do I want to play you as? Do I want to play you with an extra linebacker on the field, or do I bring in a DB? And either way, I can be wrong. The big, strong bodies that can also be receivers and also block, they make the game easy.
He has the first and still on his feet. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. This offense lining up now at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Give to the single back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to throw. It's Childs. Gets it out quickly. They get him down at the 34-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup and a first down. And the Spartans are on the move. The give to the back. They get him stopped after a pickup of 5 to the 28. Let's talk a bit about Michigan State. The good news about starting the season outside the top 25, not a lot of lofty expectations. You can sneak up on a few teams, but sooner or later, you're going to want to get that attention and get into those rankings.
A lot more, but it's not impossible. In recent years, you saw it with Indiana coming out of absolutely nowhere. You saw it back in the day with USF. You've seen it with Rutgers. Like, in the past, you can do it. You can put it together. Gains.
Turning it on. Headed to the end zone. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Spartans. They're on the board first here in the season opener.
One of the things I love about reverse plays is you take advantage of the defense's fast flow. And when they saw the ball going one way, everybody started running that. And all of a sudden they flip it to the receiver on the reverse going back the other way. He's got way too much speed for anybody to catch up. It's a really good play call and good timing on that play call as well.
Western Michigan offense ready to go back to work. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Reads it, fires complete. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. Sparty and nearly 75,000 of his closest friends pegging the decibel It's Lowry. Here's the pressure. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. And the Broncos send out the punt unit.
And listen, the quarterback drops back. He's going through his progressions, but sees zone, but just couldn't do anything about it. This defensive line, this pressure, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
They'll start this drive 60 yards in front of them from their own 40. They'll run it. Stop is made at the 44, but it's a 15-yard gain and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They're going to ride this running back.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling.
And not much running room. He had to break a tackle and still break another tackle to try to get back to the line of scrimmage. Not good blocking on the play.
But that's what coaches always emphasize, too. Never assume a teammate's going to make the tackle. You run to the ball, and they did it there.
100%, especially guys that are so big and strong and elusive nowadays. They're going to break tackles. Keep swarming, keep hitting them. Next guy, don't assume the tackle's going to be made.
That's the end of the quarter, and Michigan State has the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. The Spartans decide to punt it away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep.
Return goes out of bounds.
Western Michigan has it back as they send the offense onto the field. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. To the air, it's Lowry. Pocket breaking down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Got him downfield. Breaks into the open. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45. The Broncos come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. A strike downfield. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. And the Broncos are moving quickly down the field. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Collisions and power on display, and after all of that, just back to the line of scrimmage. Lost yardage on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Williams. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. It'll be 3rd and long. They want to run this quarterback. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays. This offense has been sluggish, to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. Bringing the heat. Tight end finds a soft spot. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. He'll keep it himself. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Really nice job by the defense shutting down all the options. Don't let him get into his reading phase. Go get him right now, play sound, and more importantly, tackle him and get him on the ground.
Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop.
Well, and he gets stuffed on that QB sneak. He's just not doing a really good job of reading the crease and finding a little space to kind of tuck into. And
converts on 4th down. Still going. He steps out of bounds, but not before he has enough to set him up first and goal. That might seem like a risky call to go for it on fourth down there, but you can't just hand the defense a win in that spot, David.
No, and when you go back and you look at games, a lot of times those field goals get you beat. And this offense is like, forget that, we're going to be aggressive. And because they got it, it was a great call.
Picked up some of what they needed on first down. Now it's second and goal from the 5. On the option. He'll toss it. He's going for the goal line. Touchdown Broncos! Excellent pass by the back on the option. Setting up for the extra point and the tie.
Defense has to do a better job with their assignment football, trying to slow this option play down. Someone has to account for the dive, the quarterback, and the pitch man. That time they were missing the pitch man outside, and that's why he scored.
He'll bring it out. It's Kelly. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. They use the end around. First play of the drive. That'll get the eyes moving. Speeding down the right side. He's at the 40. The 20. Past the 10. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Michigan State.
Well, this receiver has tons of speed, and I love this offensive coordinator getting him involved in the run game. You don't just have to throw him ghosts and post routes. Just let him use that speed and elusiveness. Out on the perimeter, in the open field, the reverse ends up being an explosive touchdown for the offense.
Coming out with it, it's Williams. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. They'll go to the ground. He's going to lose a yard on that one. We're at the 2-minute timeout. It's been a good one so far. Opportunity for this offense perhaps to take the lead before halftime. Backed up now. Here's second and long. Dropping back. It's Lowry. And he just threw that one away. Safe move. Didn't see anything. Lived to play another play. They've got them then deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Fires one high and deep. Oh, he makes the play. It's intercepted.
Man, these defenders practice this all week long. It's locating the football with your eyes. Great job being in position, but also, how about getting your head around and locating the ball in the air so you can go up, pick it off for the defense.
They want to run it left here. They'll pick up 4, second and 6 coming.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point.
There he goes. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Smarty.
I know we're only in game 1, but in this half, you've got to be excited about what you've seen from this offense. Really nice rhythm. Quarterback's got great command on the field with respect to what they're trying to do. And they've got some weapons. I can't wait to see what this offense does this year.
Bringing it back. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Good news, I guess, a lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Wants to go up top on first down. It's complete to the left. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. Second and 7. The Broncos will hustle to the line. Dropping back, it's Lowry. Grabbed in the middle, it's Williams. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. down. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And the DB right with him to knock it away.
You just wonder if the quarterback's trying to get it all back after throwing the pick the last time out. This time, that was not a good read. The defender was all over that throw. He should have intercepted that, but thanks to the drop, the offense stays on the field. This quarterback has got to take a breath, and he's got to settle himself down.
We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the Broncos will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the...
Oh, he's got some space. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. And it's 3rd down. They're going to go ahead and try the field goal and try to get points before the break. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And he'll kick for the 3 from 36 yards out in the right hash. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. That cuts into the deficit. It's now 21-10. So they get the late field goal right before the half and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. One more snap coming before halftime. He wants to change this route. Trying to get the edge on the toss. Shows him the stiff arm. Out across the 30, steps out of bounds at the 31-yard line as they try to put something together. The Broncos will kick it away to start the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the 3rd quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
And the Spartans racing to the line in the hurry-up.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
He'll pull it down and run. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
On 3rd and short, just trying to get enough for the 1st down. Turning it on. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28. The Spartans are rolling down the field. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Gonna run it. It's Frazier. Tough run in this part of the field. He's got 4 down to the 23.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Catch in the middle. It's Belling. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. And the Spartans had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Spartans! Wow. And Wade just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Tries again to get it in. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. The Miami Redhawks made it look easy today, but I promise you, there is nothing easy about a double-digit win on the road. And a win like this only confirms there is something special brewing inside this program. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. So now it's 2nd and long. The inside handoff. They'll knock him down after a pickup of 1 to the 18. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Looking downfield, it's Lowry. Under fire. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. And the Broncos will punt it away on 4th down.
And this defense just continues to dominate the football game. This score is lopsided. It's not looking good. But I know one thing. If you can't protect that guy, there's no chance for you to win this game or the future games.
Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was... Breaks into the open. Touchdown, Michigan State. And the pummeling has started.
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the 2nd level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear with his speed, he was gone.
And he had the extra point to finish the drive. The returner will field it and try to get some field position. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Guys, we're about to get another look at this Western Michigan offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Got it in the middle. It's Leary. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down. Fires to the big fella. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. That last completion sets him up on 2nd down. Motion from the wide receiver. Gonna swing it on 2nd down. Fires to the middle. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42. The Broncos have it with a 1st and 10. Back to pass. It's Lowry. Snagged in the middle. It's Williams. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the 1st down on the throwing catch. We'll see if they have enough time to get another snap before the clock hits 0. Quickly to the tight end. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd period. We reach the end of the period, and Michigan State has the lead. And they are starting to pull away as we come to the end of the 3rd quarter. Let's take a look at how we got here. They had a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Gonna look downfield again. Fires to the tight end. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. And the Broncos didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Now from inside the red zone. Pressure coming. And they get to the quarterback.
And you could easily argue the biggest reason this team is trailing here in the second half is because they have not been able to protect their quarterback tonight. They've already given up 5 sacks in the game. And you just saw another one right there. This offensive line.
And he feels the heat coming in. It burns him up. Another sack. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Unloads to the wideout. He's got an open man. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. There is no point in a field goal here, so the offense stays on the field on 4th down. They'll run for it. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
I like it. This defense plays aggressive on 4th and short, and they are rewarded. Figured they would run the football. They did. Nice job getting some penetration and stopping that 4th down play.
This offense is stuck way back in its own end of the field. Quarterback may change this route. They'll toss it to the left. He's forced out of bounds at the 18, and boy, how big is it to get a run like this from that part of the field. This offense will start doing business from their own 18-yard line on 1st down. Got room to work. Sprinting away. Pushed through behind his pad. And that tackle almost certainly saved a touchdown after he ripped off a huge gain.
Yeah, it was explosive, but shoot, Reese could have run through that hole. I mean, it was wide open. He didn't have to break anybody's ankles. He didn't have to run through tackles. I mean, just great blocking up front and horrible, horrible defense.
And he finds some solid space, makes a nice gain before the defense is able to stop him. They'll move the tight end. Running back searching for a hole. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage.
There he goes. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 22. The Spartans moving quickly to the line. Looking for a man. It's Childs. Gets it out fast. Tight end trying to get in. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch. He wants to throw it. Touchdown, Sparty. Fit it in the window for the score.
Well, they were able to come out here in week 1 and really feed off the energy of this home crowd. They've been making plays all over the field. You could not ask for a better start to the season.
And he splits the uprights on the extra point. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Western Michigan offense ready to go back to work. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
And those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
It's incomplete, and I tell you, this sophomore quarterback's lucky to get that one back. Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's passed, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this.
Oh, he's got some space. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a 1st down.
A lot of coaches will tell you they've got a play chart that they're going to get certain guys the ball in certain situations. Nice job getting a guy with speed around the edge on a reverse. He's got some space out wide. Nice job exploding, getting to the open field, and most importantly, getting the first down.
Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now, but we'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. And here comes the offense on second down. To throw, it's Childs. Under fire. It's complete on the right side. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. And the Spartans really need to keep this drive alive on third down. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down, they've got it at the 40. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Off the play fake on first down. He's going for a big play downfield. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And add it on again. This offense has done whatever they want, however they want, and this lead has ballooned. When you start a season off, you want to build momentum. You want to defeat an opponent and beat them badly. That's exactly what they've done. This team looks ready to compete for a national championship.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to throw on first down. Grabs it in the middle.
And it's all about coachable moments, and obviously they have not had a ton of success throwing the ball in this game. But as a coach, I think you're just looking for positives, like that play right there, even late in the game. Taking your steps, making the right read, an accurate throw, positive plays that you can build upon offensively for the next game.
Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. And now on second down for this offense. Caught over the middle. It's Williams. They make the stop, and the clock strikes 0, and that will do it for this one. The old coaching cliche, go play or no every week. And for the first week, they get it done.
Yeah, great start to the season. That's what you want. You want to come out, find a way to win. Was it perfect? Absolutely not. You're going to find things to work on throughout the season. But 1-0, that's where you wanted to be.
And I think if you're the coaching staff of this winning team, you've got to like what you've just seen. First game of the year, there was tremendous effort on the field. Guys flying around, flying to the football, trying to make the plays necessary to win this game. They definitely made a few mistakes, but that's what practice is for. But if you're the coaching staff, I think you're very, very positive right now moving forward.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis.